What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Boompa World. I'm back on the Game Gear grind today playing Sonic Chaos. It's the second Sonic 2D platformer released for the Game Gear. It's got Sonic 2 like marketing and inspiration, but it's actually its own original game. It has its own levels, zones, pretty much its own gimmicks too. It's developed by Aspect Digital Entertainment in 1993. The game looks pretty fire, especially for the time, but here we are 28 years in the future judging it. Where the Game Gear is pretty much a paperweight. I mean, Sega doesn't even make consoles anymore. And the company that produced the game, Aspect, has been defunct for 3 years. Oh, reality is a shame. Look at their cute little mascot, man. That's tough. Damn. It's clear to me why they went with a different developer for this second portable Sonic game, and you'll be able to see why in the quality of this game. It's much higher than the first one. So they brought in the new boys, and they made this game and every other Sonic Game Gear game moving forward. So I mean, let's just see what this game's got going for it. I'll give my general thoughts as I'm playing each zone, and let's see if Sega came correct with Sonic Chaos. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more stuff similar to this. But yeah, let's get right into it. After a little intro cutscene, and I started up in Turquoise Hill Zone, not to be confused with Green Hill. But my first thoughts, I mean, this is kind of fire. I picked Sonic. Tails is also playable, and I use him too. But it's basically just a reskin. They control the exact same. Tails can't fly or anything. But both of them do get the spin dash for the first time on the console. Same with the levels. They have their series staple loops for the first time. And look, they even got these little 3D hoopty things. They even gave me a little rocket. I was flying through a part of the second act. And rings and power-ups, like you expect, are in boxes. There are no shields though, just like the run fast and invincibility power-ups. And like that rocket one. These stages also have branching paths like the main console Sonic games, and it just, I feel like, improved in every way besides maybe the music compared to the first game. I won't keep dunking on the first game, but I'm like just so relieved that it basically just felt like a Sonic game, but just 8-bit. It was really focused on speed too. Like the first couple levels, there was no bullshit. I was waiting for those like ugly, more experimental levels like last game, like rearing their heads, like an auto scroller or like a labyrinth level. But no, they focused on going fast, which is more than I can say for some levels in like even like Sonic 1. Every level basically had me going crazy. The first boss surprisingly wasn't Eggman either. It was this little creature that was a lot better than last game's, but easy as you'd expect. It actually felt like a boss and not like a mess of code this time. If the first boss is beyond Eggman in a circular little ship, I feel like Sonic team is being creative, or whoever's making it. But the next zone was called Gigaopolis, and it was more of the same. It was familiar gameplay, it was fun, and I didn't feel like anything, like no design was like reused or rushed or felt like cramped. The level's aesthetic had a futuristic Sonic CD vibe to it, and the boss was even a 3D render that kind of looked like those like Mario like desert pokey things. I don't know, this game just felt so cohesive and complete, which kind of set the tone and like the standard moving forward for Sonic on portables, like with the Sonic Advance series and Sonic Rush. They kind of had a high standard, even higher than like the 3D games at its point. But the spin dash alone made zooming through these levels so satisfying, and the branching paths and multiple characters do give this game replayability. Good for you, Sonic Chaos. Moving on, the next area was Sleeping Egg Zone, and it's supposed to be like an island constructed by Eggman in the sky, and it sounds cool, but I mean, it didn't really look like that. But the crumbling breakable blocks, I guess, use your imagination. It's kind of like ruins in the sky. It's really just been a lot of like speed, like loop-de-loops, and some quick jumpy jumps, you know? I really appreciate the love these guys put into it. You can tell they actually wanted to make it good versus making the game for a check. The boss battles really tell a lot for me. I feel like in the first one, the bosses were so finicky or like free wins and were kind of just there to like put as a check mark, like, yup, the boss is done for that zone. Where this game kind of had an emphasis on them, trying out like new graphic styles even, and original bosses, maybe even having to make concept art, stuff like that. Same thing with the abundance of like loop-de-loops and 3D rendering, and in 1993 on portable, they are flexing. It's like Donkey Kong Country, but Sonic. This little Eggman, Doctor Who robot was kind of hard to beat though at the end of the zone, but we out this hoe. They must have been low on ideas for naming these levels, because this next area is called Mecha Green Hill Zone. It's one of those technology forest looking things that I feel like stay popping up in portable Sonic games. We live though, and the music's slapping too in this one. I mean, throughout the game it hasn't been bad. I like this zone probably more than most of them. Nothing really mesmerizing, but I don't know. every song kind of got in my head for like 30 seconds. This game has a new type of like bounce pad thing that's kind of like a little pogo stick. You jump around. It's kind of cute, I guess. Separates it a little more, separates the gameplay a little more from other games. It only happens like 5 times, but still. Thought I should mention it. We moved through that boss. I didn't really know what they were going for here. It kind of looked like one of those like little things where you hit the hammer at the state fair. But yeah, we advanced to the water zone, which scared me, if I'm being honest. It scared me because if you guys saw my last video, the first Sonic Game Gear game had a lot of problems with water. No speed, air bubbles coming out whenever they feel like. And I mean, Sonic games in general just don't have that great a relationship with water. They're kind of like Zelda. But yeah, this game was actually pretty cool. It keeps the same sense of speed from above water. It basically doesn't act like you're even under it because you don't even have to worry about drowning. And even in some spots, you can skip over the water with like your spin dash. Spin dash is the greatest addition to this game. I would dap it up right now. But besides that, it's got to be the level design. It is such a step up from last game, so much less amateur. Some parts of the game may be a tad glitchy with movement, but if you're just running through at Sonic speed, then you'll probably miss most of them. The boss of this level was kind of ruthless though, I'm not gonna lie. At first he had his little penguins of Madagascar pull in and kind of fight me, throw hands, and then after I beat them, he comes in looking like the Incredibles bad guy. Then he starts shooting these little rockets too afterwards. So it was like three layers to this, and you cannot get hit once like the first Game Gear game. These boss levels do not let you get any rings, so it's kind of like manufactured difficulty. But even then, these bosses aren't too impossible. It took me like 15 minutes though on the first try, I can't lie. It kind of reminded me of like playing N+ or Super Meat Boy, just replaying the same shit over and over. But come on now, it's just Sonic. I'm not a little weenie. I'm a gamer. We beat all these and now we're headed to the final zone, the Electric Egg Zone. I'm supposed to be intimidated by a level called the Electric Egg, but it reminded me of those pinball-y levels in other Sonic portable games, and with the high tempo music and lights and colors, it was a lot of sensory overload. It definitely felt like the end of the game for sure. It was consistent with the speed, and even with the rise in difficulty, it didn't get boring or like slow the game down. It kept it fun and light. Nothing overstayed its welcome. There's some bottomless pits that were a little scary though, and basically this whole level just kind of looked like Mega Man. They're trying to make me scared. But the final boss was actually pretty hard for me to get through, even harder than the last boss. Something about that cramped ass like portable screen, avoiding that laser that I just couldn't avoid for some reason. But yeah, after like 20 tries, I made it through. The credits rolled, Tails rolled. I rolled a blunt, and we saved the city, or whatever we were doing, the forest, the animals. The credits thanked us for our service. I felt a little happy for a few seconds that I managed to beat a game, but I was more so happy that it didn't feel like a waste of time. I played the game and I enjoyed the world of Sonic Chaos. It had its 8-bit charm, it had its cute aesthetic. What else can I ask for? The features in the game were just up to Sonic standard, which I mean the first game just was not, so I was pleasantly surprised with this. Sonic Chaos is worth a run through. I mean, you can probably beat it in like an hour or 3. Mostly inoffensive, but if you use save states on the boss levels, I won't tell. They get a little hard. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys made it this far, and if you did made it this far, you're the GOAT, and I appreciate you so much. If you want to leave a like or subscribe for more content like this, definitely do that. I'll be back next time with something different. I'm moving soon, so wish me luck. I'm still going to be uploading more content, but yeah, peace out, guys.